Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Welcome. I'm going to try to get the live chat pulled up so that I can follow along. If you ladies would go ahead and hit the thumbs up, I promise I am not going to keep you long tonight because I am tired, fresh in off the road, and ready to call it a night. So I have a couple of things to cover tonight, but I'm gonna see who we have in the room here tonight. First, hello Vader, happy Sunday, welcome, ladies. If you would go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Hello Regina, happy Sunday. Glad you could make it. Emerald Gold, hello, hello, hello. Glad to have you here. I hope all of you ladies saw my post on the community page. I was away this weekend. I went and spent some time with family because, hi, Miss Angie. It is my nephew's birthday weekend. He actually celebrates his birthday tomorrow. So I went to go help my sister with his birthday party. I may actually post some of the pictures of like the decorations and food and stuff on my Instagram page tomorrow, which is actually his actual birthday. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure that you check me out over there so that you don't miss any of the fun that we are having on IG. Hello, Ingrid. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we are going to get to the military mom being in the penthouse at the enabler corner. But before I did that, I wanted to cover a couple of things. And the first is that I'm not sure how often you go over. Hi, Samaria, welcome. Go over to check out the Kate Spade site. But Kate Spade is having an extra 40% off sale. So sale price, an additional 40% off. I'm Purse Happy too. Welcome. And the code for that additional 40% off is heating up. So when you go to katespade.com, it's got one of those banners that's flashing across the top of the page. If you click on that, it is a pretty long list of items that are included in this heating up additional 40% off sale. I've purchased a few items directly from katespade.com. Their packaging is superb. Their tracking and actual shipping time is really, really good. I've not had any issues with them. So I would suggest it. I actually have a couple of things that I think are worth checking out. The first is the Eva medium top zip satchel. It's $199 and it would be an additional 40% off for those that are interested in satchels, but maybe a little bit of a tote vibe. I would recommend that one. And the Nicola twist lock medium shoulder, I have one of those. I need to show it here on this channel, but I promise you, every time I go to show that bag, or even think about it, I break out in tears. So it's probably going to be a bag that I have to pre-record so that I can kind of edit out the crocodile tears and the snot blowing and all of that stuff. Just because there's a little bit of a sentiment for me in that particular bag, but they have a few different colors and a great price. So I would recommend taking a look at that one on Kate Spade if you have not checked them out. Also, the Margo large tote. It is similar in style to my Henry Bendel Tilda that I have shown here on my channel. It's 209 and it would be an additional 40% off. They have a couple of different colors. They also have a Margo um, work tote. And I had not seen the work tote before, but it's a bit more east west and a little bit more boxy. So it could possibly, I didn't write down the dimensions, but I'm thinking that you might be able to actually get a work laptop in there. Not that we're going anywhere anytime soon, But if you like the look of a more structured tote as opposed to kind of the very structured outline of the Margo large tote, that may be one to check out as well. The Dory Bucket Bag, they have the small and the medium bucket bag on the site, and you may be familiar with the look of this bag without necessarily being familiar with the name. It is the bag that has the perforated spades that are connected, bucket style, and it has a top handle. Very, very cute bag. I believe is lined in a similar color. I think the small one is lined. I don't believe the large one is, but it's that bag that has all of the spades that are cut out and interlinked together to actually shape the bucket bag. They have that one in the small and the large. They have a speedy like bag, and I say speedy like because it's the silhouette of a speedy in from Kate Spade, but it's called the Taffy Medium Satchel, and that's Taffy with an IE, not a Y, so TAFFIE Medium Satchel. It is giving me all kinds of speedy Boston bag, Olivia from Dooney. It's giving me all of those vibes. They also have a few quilted wallets that are eye catching, some pouches that are giving me Carrington like vibes, and then they have continental wallets that are more continental like Coach than continental like Dooney, but lots of different colors, prints, lots of variety that can add some nice pops of color or different prints into your accessory collection. So that's it for Kate Spade, extra 40% off with the code heating up. The next thing is on ILD. I'd like to point out that if you've not been over there lately, the large Florentine Camden Hobo. I know that bag is like luggage for some people, just right for others, somewhere in between. We've all had conversations about the straps and the colors and the fact that the large and the medium, or the large and the regular, the size, the dimensions, whether it's the fielding. Plenty of content out here from our amazing community for you to check out that bag even closer. But Dooney right now has all of that amazing Florentine leather on sale for $199. So if you were skeptical about trying that bag before and you've now seen it and you think you might be able to work with the size without necessarily venturing down the path of a return, the 199 Camden large price point may be something you want to take a look at, especially if you have accumulated enough points to get a $30, an additional $30 off of a Dooney purchase, because that makes a whole lot of cow accessible at a reasonable price. So didn't want you to miss out on that. Also, if you were taking a look at the Cabriolet Russell that I showed last week, or any of the other amazing colors that are available on ILD, the Cabriolet Russell is on sale for $129 right now. And if you have, again, an additional $30 worth of points, I think it's 500 points for $30, that gets that bag down under $100. And if you have enough, sadly I do, to pull the trigger on them separately, um, that it would be well worth the spend. You'd still get your free shipping. You just have to be patient with the tracking. The other bag, Camden related, is the Camden Woven Hobo. You've probably seen the large version on DJ King's channel and seen the regular size on Phenomenal Personalities channel. The large one that DJ King picked up in the orange or any other color, quite honestly, is not on sale. But the size that Phenomenal Personality picked up that she did an amazing comparison on, and she also got it in orange, is on sale for $129. The orange is sold out completely. The orange is gone in the regular size. But if you're curious to see what the strawberry or the putty color look like, you can go back and watch my reveal. I actually had a reveal of the putty tote. It's been a long day, y'all. I'm ready for sleep. I'm trying to keep names and everything together. I jotted down quick notes. So I'm trying to stay on task. But if you are curious to see what that putty color looks like, if you're looking for something neutral, something that can kind of take you into next season and the next season, and that you get where I'm going with that, you could take a look at that one. The black one was available on there. I think they had chestnut, the navy, the taupe is on there as well. So it would be a really good one to check out at $129 if you have seen enough, heard enough about that leather, the silhouette, the woven, that $129 is now in your wheelhouse and you're willing to take the plunge for that. So if you would go ahead and hit the thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. We're going to switch and talk really quick about Dooney. And then I've got a bag that military mom has been sent to the enabler corner for. So Dooney. All right. Let's talk about this. All right. So Dooney released this new collection not too long ago. And the collection was kind of but the hang tag, I think is what really got our attention, and we were hoping, much like the branded duty strap that never got released separately, that this hang tag would be something that they would eventually offer separately. Well, no, they have not offered it separately, but what they have launched is what they are calling a monogram pendant collection, which consists of monogram charms that are coated in 24 karat gold at $48 a piece. So if you were looking to put DB hang tags together to hang them off of your bag, pretty expensive for a charm, but if you decided to kind of DIY your own version of that charm, it is available. Or the idea that I like better than putting the DB on there, since it's, my bag, my money, my initials, is to customize it and get 1, 2, or 3 with your own initials so that you can use them on your bags, on your keys, backpacks, etc. as you choose. So if you've not seen the monogram pendant collection, head over to Dooney. They seem to be a nice size, 24 karat gold coating, so you shouldn't have any issues with like wear and tarnishing or anything like that. But at $48, it's making me think about some of those Henry Bendel charms that we were looking at, that there was the mad dash at the end to try to get. But I would say the monogram charms, the pendants, that's something I'm going to keep on my radar. I'd be interested to see if, when they do the next 20 or 25 or even 40 or 30% off sale, if those codes will actually work on the monogram pendants, because if so, that may be the right price point to pick up a couple of those initial charms that you can use however you see fit in your collection. A frustration for me about the monogram collection in general is that they have the color of the bag, that they have the model in all of their media carrying. Beautiful African American model, by the way. So we've talked about representation mattering on this channel. So I appreciate the fact that Dooney is listening, and that it is apparent that we are top of mind right now, which makes me want to spend a little bit more money with them. But the color that the model is carrying in the large tote that really has caught my attention is on pre-order. It's not even available. So it looks amazing against her complexion. So I already know, anytime you are dealing with like fashion bloggers or stylists and so forth, they are trained to make sure that they are picking colors that are gonna complement eye color and hair color and styles and complexions and all of that stuff that lures you in, right? It's the reason that Coach has had such success as of late with anything that they've modeled J-Lo in their media campaigns, because it just works for her, right? So I know that that bag is probably not going to look as great against my complexion because she's a beautiful chocolate. But it would have been nice to be able to pull the trigger on the bag and have it shipped immediately with that color being available. But anyway, um, I appreciate the effort. I appreciate them listening, and that we get hang tags and chocolate models all at the same time. So thank you, Peter. Thank you to the D&B marketing team for hearing us, and not only hearing us, but taking action. It is noted and it is greatly appreciated. All right, more for Dooney. Mm, Alto. Let me say this. I have stumbled upon a couple more alto editions that have me. I've got a cart built right now. So there is an alto Casio, or I think that's it, Cassio. I think it's available in one color in saddle. Take a look at that one. I like the look of it. Not crazy about adding more saddle in my collection right now because y'all already know I kind of pulled the trigger on a Boldrini bag. But I like the dimensions of the bag. I like the look of it. It's new. Then the Alto, I cannot read my own handwriting right now. I think it's Rosanna. I think that's what it is. Alto Rosanna, Rosana, or maybe NNA. It's $330. I think they have it available in four colors. This bag is 14 and a half inches long. It is 9.25 inches top to bottom, and it has a 4.25 inch butt. It's got a back pocket. It has a good shoulder drop, or at least it appears to have a good shoulder drop from the look in the pictures, and it has a snap closure. I just love that it's kind of got this origami look to the front where the snap is. It doesn't have that center zip, which all know I've tolerated from alto pieces, but it is not my preference to have a bag that forces me into organization in the interior of my bag. So the Alto Rosanna at $330, 14 and a half inches long, is definitely on my radar screen. And then the third bag from Dooney that is on my radar, also new to the Alto line, is Teresa. And just seeing the name of that made me think of our tribe sister Teresa Johnson, who is occasionally in and out of the live stream in between family obligations. The Teresa bag is giving me Sydney, Sabrina, Satchel vibes. $450. It's not a new silhouette, in my opinion, from Dooney. They just kind of tweaked it. We've seen this style from them before. But if you're looking for this bag in an alto leather versus Florentine or pebbled leather, the Alto Teresa may be one that you would consider taking a look at. All right. So let's see who we've had to join. I'm finishing up the what I'm gonna call the PSAs, and then we're gonna jump in and see why Military Mom is sitting in the penthouse suite at Enabler Corner right now, and then I'm gonna let you go so that we can all get a good night's rest for tomorrow. So, hello, Roslyn. I'm glad you were able to join. Purse Delighted. I'm Purse Happy too. Phenomenal Personality. Vader, Ingrid, Bianca, Mo. Who else? Lucinda. Happy Sunday. Who else do we have? I'm kind of going in reverse. Hi, Becky in Texas. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Who else do we have? Have I run the list? I think I may have run the list. I'm so glad that you ladies are here. Samaraya, I know that I spoke to you, Regina, Miss Angie, Ingrid, Regina, and Vader. So I think we've got everyone here. Ladies, if you would go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Now, let's talk about Coach. So, I not it's been a little while. Was watching a military mom who was posting videos on Sundays, posting her wardrobe, kind of sharing her hatchlings and all kinds of things on her channel. And she did a quick unboxing reveal of a bag that she'd found, and my mouth just dropped. It was great leather, great quilting. There were good rivets, a good shoulder drop, organization, pockets. And I was like, oh my, how did you escape me? It is a smaller bag, but if you've been watching, you've probably noticed that I have picked up a couple of smaller bags as of late, specifically in the Cassie size. So this bag, I think, is kind of in the Cassie family size, and it was probably a little bit more than I maybe should have paid for it, but I love the idea that it was brand new. Y'all know I have not had such great experiences on the secondary market, so I was excited to be able to find it new. So I decided I was going to pull the trigger and give credit to Military Mom for putting this amazing bag on my radar screen and me being able to find it. I, believe it or not, would be interested in this bag in all black. I've seen it in all black. And you've heard me say many a times before, I'm not a black bag girl, but if you're going to do black, it needs to be a standout black. Like Petrol from Henry Bendel, or like the Viola and Alto that has great styling and vibes to it. So I would absolutely do this if I could find it in black. I have seen this bag in three. There's like a tan, a beechwood, and I think a chambray blue in suede. Not ready to take the plunge in suede, but this one actually works for me in all leather. So it is the Swagger Crossbody bag. Not to be confused with the chain, because the chain is a little bit different. But here she is in smooth black leather on the flap, and then this kind of luggage saddle looking color with the rivets in the quilting. Let me get this taken down. So here is the front of the bag. It does have a snap under the flap for the closure, so it doesn't just slide down. It does have hardware there. Y'all know I'm not crazy about this specific hardware from Coach because it's just not really strong, but the fact that it has this little leather strap handle to kind of hold it in place, I think that may be a plus. So let me get her taken out. I've already got my hand marks all over. So let me just let you take her in. She does have the, she's got some double swagger or just swagger in general features in that She's got the hardware here on the front that actually turns. It's just there for style purposes. They are not functional. And there's the butt of the bag. Again, the smooth glove tan leather on the front. And this bag is a part of the 1941 collection, and the color is called the Black Multi, and it is the Coach Quilted Rivet Swagger Crossbody. And there's the side. So even the side profile of it has great rivets, and it has a pocket on the back. All right. It's a slim pocket, not a pocket that you'd want to put your phone in, but maybe if you're, you know, I don't know, at dinner and you need the valet ticket, or you're maybe going into a concert or something and you need your parking slip or maybe a receipt or something. That is about all I would want to put in the back, because it is definitely going to show indentions there on the back with that soft leather. So it needs to be something that is relatively flat and smooth as to not distort the outside back panel of the bag. Let me get some of this packaging off. We'll take a look here in the inside. I want to see. Oh, that's a nice hang tag. All right, let me get all of the packaging off, because I want to see if the strap is detachable, then maybe this could function as just a regular clutch bag as well. I think it does, but I need to be sure. Everything is covered in, let's see here. Is that gonna close back up? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna leave this on the strap just because of the time, but it is a, looks like it is an adjustable strap so that you can get the crossbody length. It has some chain detailing here on the strap, and you can tell it's two-tone. So you've got the darker, I think that's gunmetal, and then the brass here, the C-link detail before it attaches to the leather part of the strap, which is again adjustable. There's an adjustment notch there. Beautiful two-tone hang tag. So the saddle leather color on the back, and then just the black on the front. Let's take a look. No feet, of course, under the bottom. I think the strap is detachable. All right, of course the magnet wants to snap on this one because it's got that strap. All right. Got some packaging here. Dust bag. Let me just get everything taken out. Okay. So here's the interior. No back slip. I did think that there was a slip pocket, but it is not. The more videos I watched and going back to watch Military Mom's video, I realized that there is not a back pocket here. There is the Coach Creed here on the back wall. And then just an open spaced interior. It's got a little bit of expansion here on the sides, a little bit of a gusset to it. So should be able to get quite a few things in here, including a full-size wallet. Then, much like the Coach Cassie, it has a center zip compartment divider area, And then the front, which also has a little bit of a gusset, so you can get quite a few things in here. That's just a silica packet for those that are like, what's left in the bag? No card slots in here, but I want to confirm there aren't any in the interior. Nope. It is just the gingham lined pocket. Got a little bit of paperwork and some stuff in there. But this doesn't even, the pocket doesn't, it feels like it gets close to the bottom of the bag, but it's not all the way to the bottom. But the pocket is attached, so you don't have to worry about things sliding underneath or going from the front or the back of the bag into the other compartment. It is all lined in leather with the exception of this pocket that has gingham lining, but everything else in this bag is leather lined. And this color, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's giving me kind of a peanut butter color. And you can see the great stitch work around the interior, but that mirrors the great stitch work that is on the outside of the bag as well. Now what I want to see is there are these little rivet holes in the top of the bag, and they're little pins on, let's see if I can get a good view. There's a little pin here, pin pull. I think I'm going to be able to remove the strap and carry it just as a clutch, but I want to check it out and see. Now, the interesting thing about this is if I break the hardware or lose this strap, there is no other way to attach hardware to this bag. Oh, that was easy. So it's just a little push in little knob, and you see that little part right here that just kind of suppresses, and then once you put it back down in the hole and let it go, that's all that's holding the strap in place on the bag. Not really substantial, but it means that I can take all of this off and just use it as a clutch, and that is a gorgeous clutch. I'm loving this color. All of the stud, two-tone studding, but just a clutch. You've seen clutches in this style before. It is maybe a little bit of Cecilia from the Dooney Alto collection, except Cecilia does have a top handle that I think it may be adjustable, but it doesn't remove. So this is a great clutch if you wanted it under the arm or just to carry it by hand. And then if you want to keep the strap with you and you decide you want to put the strap back on the top of the bag, you just push these little pins right down in the, oh, that's heavy. Let's see, let's get it together. All right, so right in the hole and let go, and that's secure there. And then again, and there it is, secure again. Top handle, crossbody adjustable, and there's the little pegs that go through. So let me see adjustment wise. I got all kinds of tags and paper and stuff. Okay, all right. So it's at a good length. So get the tips of my fingers underneath so it's hitting right at my hip, right where I like it. And then I can adjust it if I want it a little bit shorter or a little bit longer. I'm not going to play around with the adjustment tonight, but if I decided to do it crossbody, that one's going to sit a little high, and it looks like the strap's trying to give me like a breast exam. So I would definitely need to adjust the strap down a little bit more, just so that it kind of falls back more in this area, like in this area of my leg, as opposed to high hip. It's kind of right on my waist area and not very flattering across the chest, in my opinion. So that, but I like the length of it without doing any adjustments. The strap is thin, and I have a couple of Coach replacement straps, like in the chain and so forth, that I think I would have liked the option to use on this bag. But again, because of the way that this strap actually attaches, it is not going to be an option unless I figure out a way to get a chain to run through the hole and run it underneath and back out to kind of makeshift create a strap. But I love the C chain detail. I mean, it's got all kinds of stuff hanging and dangling and noise and stuff. So I got to figure out if I'm going to keep all of that on here, if I'm going to take it off, because I imagine that tinking is probably getting on y'all's nerves on video the way that it's getting on my nerves in person. But it is an absolutely stunning bag. Would not have ever caught my attention or been on my radar screen had it not been for one, military mom showing her gorgeous bag on her channel, and two, from us having all kinds of chaos going on in the world right now, and me downsizing to a smaller grab and go styled bag. So I am loving it. It's got just enough quilting on it to be different in my collection. Love the rivets because it just adds so much style and polish to the bag, and just a little bit of bling, right? Not shiny bling, but more it's giving me Valentino kind of studded vibes. I did not have a chance to stop and take a look at the Valentino site to see if this is styled after any bags out of that collection. I'm sure that there are many of you that are probably more familiar, far more familiar with their handbag inventory than I am, but it's kind of giving me those vibes and inspired looks. So I am loving it. So it has been a long day, a long weekend, and that's it for me. I just wanted to really share the kind of the PSAs to make sure you don't miss out on any of those amazing deals that are expiring here very soon, and to show you why the military mom has the entire enabler suite to herself this weekend. It is because of this gorgeous beauty here. So I love it. The all black version, it is how you do black. It is all black, but with all of the detailing and the hardware contrast and the rivets and stuff. If you think this one is with all of the great kind of color blocking and rivets, you've got to go online and find the all black version, because you will understand after seeing the all black one why she who is kind of against frequent black bag purchases, has that particular one on my radar screen. So if anybody comes across it, along with the flax color double swagger or the Luft blue large MCM Clara, hit me up on Instagram on the community page or in the comments because I am stalking those purchases. Please make sure that you hit the thumbs up before you head out. Have an amazing week. I hope that even though you are being safe and hopefully staying at home as much as possible, that when you do go out, that you have found a couple of things in your collection that are perfect grab and go or crossbody bags, bags that can easily be wiped down, disinfected, sprayed with Lysol, that you feel comfortable still being your handbag, fashion forward, savvy self when you leave the house. So, thank you so very much for watching. Until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your addiction. Take care.